Values are bigger than goals, and the best part is they're already there. Over the next couple minutes, I want to give you the tools to bring them to the surface and show you how they will guide the decisions in your business. Hi, this is Joe with the Rosetta Stone of Business, where I help business owners crack the code of success. Over the last decade, I have worked with dozens of businesses in many industries to help them achieve their goals, and I hope to bridge the gap of information to help you be successful. If you enjoyed this video, please like or subscribe, leave your comments down below. Also, please comment any subjects you'd like to see me cover in these video series. Now I'm going to walk you through the 7 steps to help you find your core values. Consider a meaningful moment, a peak experience that stands out. What was it that happened? What was going on? What were the values you honored at this time? These can be the moments that helped define your business the best, the ones that helped you succeed, the biggest moments of your business. Now on the opposite side are suppressed values. Now go in the opposite direction. Consider a time when you got angry, frustrated, or upset. What was going on? What were you feeling? Now flip those feelings around. What value is being suppressed? This could be a time in business where you lost your cool or you lost a customer. And what was it that if you would have flipped it around, what values would have changed that whole situation and given you the outcome that you wanted to see? Number 3 is your code of conduct. What is most important in your life? Beyond your basic human needs, what must you have in your life to feel fulfilled? Creative self-expression, a strong level of health and vitality, a sense of excitement and adventure, surrounded by beauty, always learning. What are the core values you most honor? Step 4, chunk your personal values into related groups. Combining the answers from step 2, you now have a master list of personal values. Maybe there are between 20 and 40 values in your list. That's too many to be actionable. Your next step is to group these values under related themes. Values like accountability, responsibility, and timeliness are all related. Values like learning, growth, and development relate to each other. Connection, belonging, and intimacy relate too. Group them together. Step 4, highlight the central theme of each value group. If you have a group of values that include honest, transparency, integrity, candor, direction, and truth, select the word that best represents that group. For an example, integrity might work as a central theme for the values I just listed. You can keep the other words in your list with parentheses to give your primary value more context. You'll use them again in step 6. Step 5, determine your top personal core values. Now comes the hard part. After completing step 5, you still have a sizable list of values. Here are a few questions to help you whittle down your list. What values are essential to your life? What values represent your primary way of being? What values are essential to supporting your inner self? As a unique individual, you possess certain strengths and weaknesses. Your values matter most to you. How many core values should you end up with? Too few and you won't capture the unique dimensions of your being. Too many and you'll forget them and you won't take advantage of them. While the number of core values differ from each person, the magic range seems to be between 5 and 10. Rank them in order of importance. This is often the most challenging part. You may need to do this step in multiple sittings. After doing one round of ranking, put it aside and sleep on it. Revisit your ranking the next day and see how it sits with you. Step 6. Give your personal values richer context. Now creativity comes into play. Highlighting values into memorable phrases or sentences help you articulate the meaning behind each one. It allows you to make the values more emotional and memorable. Here are a few tips and guidelines for crafting your value statement. Use inspiring words and vocabulary. Our brains are quick to delete and ignore the mundane and commonplace. Mine for words that evoke and trigger emotional responses. They will be more meaningful and memorable. Play to your strengths in crafting your values. Make your value statements rich and meaningful to you so they inspire you to uphold them. You could use other words in the grouping you made in step 3 in your descriptions. For example, let's say you've identified a core value of health to represent your value, like energy and vitality. Your value statement might be health to live with full vitality and energy every day. Step 7. Test the ecology of each value. Once you've completed your list of core values, walk away from them and revisit them the next day after a good night's sleep. Review your list. How do they make you feel? Do you feel they are consistent with who you are? Are they personal to you? Do you see the values that feel consistent with your identity as if they belong to someone else, like an authority figure or society, and not you? Check the priority ranking. Do you feel like your values are in proper order of importance? Nothing is final. Make tweaks and changes as necessary. Now that you have prioritized a list of your top 5 to 10 values, let's see how well you're living them. From a centered position, assess how well you're honoring each one of the values by scoring each one. How to use your core values to make decisions. Knowing your personal core values and their order of priority helps you make difficult decisions. Start by scoring your values as described above. Then imagine your life several months or years from now having decided. For example, what will change in your business? Step into the future and picture it as much as you can. Have it come alive in your brain. Now score your personal values while keeping this vision alive in your mind. Does deciding elevate your value score? Does it cause friction with one of your higher values? This process will help you bring a new level of clarity to your decision-making process.